Right, so what we're doing now is, well, I've just done it, but I'll talk you through what I've done. On the Mini Cooper 2002, I'm just running some compression testing. So backstory for this one is I bought the car with a suspected head gasket failure. I'm just working through separate video, what the actual problem might be. It is overheating, it's just trying to find out what it is, and I'm still not convinced it is the head gasket, so we'll work through and see if we can find out what it is. But from a compression testing perspective, I've never done this, 47 years old, never compression tested an engine, so I thought I'd give it a try. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I'm very good at tripping myself over today. We're on one of them days, but let me just spin you around and tell you what I've done. So the first thing was, yesterday I plugged in the diagnostics machine inside to check for error codes on the ABS to see if there's any extra ones that have turned up. And also I was doing some, with the water pump that I've taken out at the moment, not water pump, the thermostat I've taken out, checking to see if there were any other error codes relating to the water system. Well, I've now sort of got to the point where I'm waiting for the thermostat. I've ordered it, so it's coming today. So I thought, well, while I'm waiting, I'll do the compression test, because if the engine's got red hot and blown itself to pieces, not blown itself to pieces because it's still here. If the engine has basically ruined something, if there's a valve gone or something inside of the engine that's knackered, I'm in a really bad way. For the price of the car and what it costs to actually set it on again, I'd have to scrap it or take it to parts. So I've come this morning to do the compression test and realised that I've left the key in the ignition. Don't worry, I've got a security device, which is kind of, you got to move that first and get to the driveway and realise there's a key in it to drive it away, which you couldn't have done because the battery was flat. I've had the battery out already, so it is a bit obviously loose at the moment, loose as a goose, to get to the thermostat. The battery, I temporarily put it on and realised it was completely and utterly empty. So I've got me Halford's Advanced boost pack to see if it will work. Now what I've done for this test, again feel free to do it in any way you like, is I've taken the, what are they even called? The ignition coils? The leads. So I've taken those off, just unplugged them and left them in the order. And I've taken each of the spark plugs out with, again, this is another really great tool, a mini torque wrench. I just got this off of Amazon. A mini torque wrench that can go down as low as, what, 60 Newton meters? It goes down as low as 60. Oh no, even lower than that. Look, that's the highest, 60. So it goes lower than 60. What is higher than a 60? Anyway, it goes down to 10 Newton meters, which is pretty low. My other one's not anywhere near. It also comes with the two spark plug things on, which are great because they've got the little like washers inside to hold the spark plug, pull it out, and the extension bar. All of that was about 20 quid, I think it was. So that was terrific. Then the compression tool, similar again, I got that off of Amazon, dead cheap. The spark plugs have been taken out in order, and on this one I've put them in order on my box in terms of the order they come out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, tell me, there's a bit of carbon build up on those, but they don't look too bad from what I can understand. Again, tell me if I'm wrong and that they are completely knackered. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, you've got on here where these leads came from are numbered. So there, look, 4, and it even tells you on the head, or the plastic head, what order that is. So putting them back together again, dead easy. With the compression tester, it is literally just a hand-tight jobby. It's on obviously an extendable or an extended flexible line anyway. And it goes in thus. Put it in there. Just gently make sure it catches on because the thing's bent, so you don't want to cross your threads or anything. Okay, I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed. Let's just try and see if that makes any difference. Oh. There we go. Right, and you can see down the hole. Maybe you can see down the hole. Let's give me a torch. I can see it, the camera can't pick it up. There There you go. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, you get the point. Down there, you screw it in, same place as you put your spark plug in, and to get your compression tested. I've then made sure they're all disconnected. I don't want to try and start or misfire or anything like that. And then me jump pack will allow me to do some attempts at starting. I have tested all of them, and from watching other videos, I understand it's around 150 you're looking at for good compression. So I'll see if I can get one of them to go under there. No, not enough juice left in the pack. So I have tested all 4 of them, and you can see there I've only got sort of around 100. That's because it wasn't fully cranking. Each of these, each one was at least 150. One was about 170 and one was 175. So I'd say that's good compression. It's all over 150. When you're finished, you've got your little pressure release thing here. It takes the pressure out and just unscrew it again. So I didn't show you the compression test that I run on this particular engine. I wanted to make sure that it worked first off the jump pack before I try and do that and embarrass myself on video. But that's how I've tested on this particular engine. And yeah, good luck if you're going to do yours. Right, so correction slightly. I should have probably read the actual thing that's on the torque wrench. The torque wrench goes from 5 to 60 Newton meters, and I'll poop your pants putting those back in again, because I've never really, I don't think I've done spark plugs. I don't think I've ever had the need to. Probably sold a car before it was needing them doing. Anyway, I've taken the spark plugs out, put them back in again, and it just felt like it was really soft, and I was well over tightening them. And because it was a new torque wrench, I proper shat my pants. Anyway, they're back in. I've done them up to 23 Newton meters. It depends where you read, 23, 25, 27. So 23 is the starting point for me. The plugs are plugged back in again. The battery jumper pack is still on. It may well be flat, it won't start it, but let's give it a try and see if we get anything, see if we can get it to spark back into life. Plugs are on, battery's on, leads are on, so what could possibly go wrong? Whoop. Nah, dead. Right, come back to that. Well, I just started to put some put the compression stuff together to take a video or just to post it, and I've looked at it and thought that is pretty amateurish. It's not even got an outro. It doesn't even show me starting the car at the end. So I've got in the car to just record like a bit of an outro, and it's dark. Illumination is interesting. So if there's any other doubt that I'm quite amateurish into recording videos and doing mechanical work, then here's your proof. The thing for that video though, for the compression testing, I've never compression tested a car. Never had the need to, never wanted to. It's something I've sort of, I've seen people do it on YouTube, and it makes sense. On a car this age, if I'm going to sell it on in the future, I want to know that I'm selling it on with an engine that hasn't blown itself up. So if that gives anyone any help, if it gives anybody any confidence to actually go and attack that problem or test themselves, go for it. It isn't that complicated. Just as a bit of a proof, I thought I'd better actually try and start the vehicle, because I haven't done that on there since I did the video. So I'll make sure I'm not on gear. Whoop. There you go, started. So just the current status of the Mini as it goes at the moment, we've got still the ABS. I've had multiple units that I've tried and it's not gone quite as well as I wanted it to. I bought the exact specific make of ECU, same number of ECU as the one that's on the car, which has been really hard to find. Ordered it, the order was cancelled. The order being cancelled, I asked them why, they couldn't find it. So yeah, I've got, that's it. I think ECU getting done. I've done some other little jobs to the car as well. So hopefully soon we'll actually be getting this car properly road tested, polished up, cleaned, and I can give a walk around it. But anyway, outro to the compression video. Just have a go. If you're not sure, it's dead easy. I think there's 2 different compression testing kits, one for diesel, one for petrol. The spark plugs are, again, relatively easy to take out on the Mini. Yeah, have a go.